So I've told all of you that Biden wants to get out of Afghanistan, the military industrial complex and all of that. Now, two questions. Number one, is he going to take all of them out and the special ops people and the federal military contractors as well? Or is he going to leave the contractors and the military contractors and the special ops people in there? And the second question I have for him is that no progressive media organization is covering. Is he going to make them go to southern Syria, southern Iraq, western Iraq? Is he going to station them anywhere else? Like, where is he going to send them? Or is he going to just bring them all back home? Because, I mean, they've given a lifetime of service. So, so I've been saying that the media is always going to be the propagandists for the military. And they're gonna always kind of always be propagandists for the media. The propaganda is never gonna stop. So the Huffington Post, I think it was, or the Washington Post, they made an article saying, "Oh my gosh, it used to be back in the day that when we were there, you could drive from place to place and the government was in control of Afghanistan and not the Taliban. And now you can't even go from place to place. It's so impossible because the Taliban's all in charge and there's Taliban checkpoints." I know I'm exaggerating, but that's exactly what they're saying. Oh my God, you can't drive there anymore because the Taliban controls the country. And what they're saying is, oh my God, we can't leave, what are we doing? Oh my God, we can't leave. The Taliban is going to control the whole thing. Oh, it's already starting. What they don't tell you is that before 9/11, before 2001, when we got into that damn war, the Taliban controlled less of Afghanistan, less of that country, than when we went in. They're a small guerrilla army. And since we have been there, again, they're not telling you this, the Taliban now controls more than 50%, over 50% of Afghanistan. So, oh my God, the Taliban is coming. Yee-hoo! It's my southern voice. Oh my God, we can't even drive. It's like one Talibani, two Taliban. Oh, there's a whole bucket load. We could put them all in the truck, bring them over. But they don't tell you that when we were there, over the 2 decades we've been there, they controlled more. And you can say, okay, Jason, well, how did they control more if they controlled less before? Well, if I invade your country or your room, you're probably going to start fighting me. And maybe you're going to bring some allies to the house to fight me off. That's exactly what happened. The United States invaded their goddamn country, and the Taliban was like, well, F you. We're not going to... What's wrong with you? So they started fighting, and then more Afghanistani people were like, we're going to join in the fight. And now, oh my God, they're leaving. So let's come up with a story. More people in Afghanistan, more Taliban. Oh, that's what happened. Is more people joined in the fight to fight against the United States. They're oppressors and they're invaders. Because see, guys, what they're doing is they have their sources that whisper in the ear, like, "Hey, oh, it's really bad in Afghanistan. You really want this story? Oh, I got some juicy details. You might want to spread this. It's getting real bad out there. Oh, you need to put this out there. Come on, let's go." And these writers, these garbage writers, are doing the bidding of the military-industrial complex. Their sources, the defense contractors. Now, what they also don't tell you is the allies that we aligned ourselves with, well, not we, us, me talking to you and this podcast and you listening to it and watching it, the United States, right? We're all part of the country. Those allies that we aligned ourselves with are warlords. And those warlords had child sex slaves. So, oh my God, the Taliban is, oh my God. Do you want to tell the story about that? And by the way, when our soldiers blew the whistle on that, guess what happened? They kicked them out of the military. Just because they went against the Allies and said, guys, these people have sex slaves. But you don't want to tell that story, do you? No, you don't want to tell that story. So what they're saying is, are you saying, hey, we should give the Taliban control back to the people, back to the warlords who were, back to the child sex slave having warlords? Is that what you want to do? Is that the kind of government you want in Afghanistan? I don't really like that. Do you like that? I don't like that. I don't want child sex slaves anywhere, let alone with a bunch of warlords. Oh my God. And this is, and forgive the people walking, they're heavy upstairs. I mean, this is so stupid. It's the propaganda that's coming up because, oh my God, we're living in Afghanistan. And now, I don't know why I keep doing it in southern voices. I haven't done this voice yet. Anyway, all these like propagandas, they don't even tell you why we're there anymore. Now, hold on. Before I go into that, they're going to keep putting out these propaganda pieces because, before I go into the other part that I just mentioned, they want you to walk away from those articles going, oh my gosh, Scholar J. Well, honey, it looks like we got to stay in Afghanistan. Taliban. This is exactly what the problem is. They're spreading propaganda about Afghanistan because they don't want to leave. You want to know what else they don't tell you? So, okay. So they don't really tell you why we're there. But they keep changing the goalposts. At first it was, we need to get bin Laden, Osama bin Laden. He's dead. We need to get Al-Qaeda. There's not many people in Al-Qaeda left. In fact, there's like 80 guys. In fact, there's probably less than 80 guys. Women's rights. Do you want to talk about the women's rights issues we've got with Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia is one of our top allies. Israel is one of our top allies, and yet there's no women's rights over there. Do you want to talk about that? No? You want to talk about women's rights? Okay, well, how about you talk about Saudi Arabia? How about you hold them more accountable? Because you have more sway over them than you do over an enemy that you've been fighting for 20 years. Oh no, you won't, because like Afghanistan with Saudi Arabia, you keep giving them weapons and money. And you keep funding their war in Yemen and sending defense contractors to set up shop over there to help the genocide in Yemen, where we are helping to kill all those people. And in Afghanistan, they also don't tell you, because they don't mention this, we're there for the nylon, the lithium, all the natural resources and the minerals. That's why we're there, to get the defense contractors rich, to get the people who write these stories rich, and the media, and our politicians, and the donors. That's why we're there. And then once you ask them again, okay, so why are we there? Democracy. We don't even have a democracy here. You're never going to have a democracy over there. What are you still doing? And they're like, think. Oh, why are we there? You know what? Just shut the fuck up and let us stay there. Just shut the hell up. Just shut up and let me stay in Afghanistan, okay? I want to stay in Afghanistan. That's it. So, so that's what they're doing. Now they don't even have a reason. But they're going to make one up because, oh my God, Joe Biden wants to leave. Before Joe Biden announced this, you never saw an article about, the Taliban is taking over. They never had a concern about the Taliban while we were there, and Joe Biden had never spoken about leaving Afghanistan. Pretty much. They never did. Oh, but when Trump wanted to leave, there's bounties on the heads of Americans over there, but from Russia. They're paying the Taliban. You don't need to pay the Taliban for that, but anyway, they already want us dead. So, that was also debunked. So they come up with every single reason and complain about, oh my God, the Taliban, oh my God, women's rights, oh my God, democracy. We don't even have clean water in Flint, Michigan. We don't have health care in this country. 102 million people are uninsured or underinsured. 68,000 die every year because they don't have health care. Our infrastructure gets a grade of C. or C minus, not even a C plus, not even a B. That's what our infrastructure gets in the wealthiest country in the world. And you don't complain about that. But here you are. Oh my God. We're leaving Afghanistan. Let's create a story so that let's complain about the Taliban, even though we never did before, even though they control 50% of the country, over 50% of Afghanistan already. And let's not tell you the story about the warlords, about the child sex slaves, or how we kicked out the soldiers who talked about that and blew the whistle on that from the military. Let's not tell you any of that. But we need to stay in Afghanistan. That's what they want you to do. They want you to walk away going, oh my God, we gotta stay in Afghanistan. For no reason. We gotta get out, and this is fucking annoying. We gotta get out of Afghanistan. Straight up, we gotta get the fuck out of Afghanistan. And ignore the media. They're garbage reporters. They're wrong.